Welcome to Beijing, China.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Our first time in China has been nothing short of spectacular,
The most policed place I've ever been.
with a few hiccups here and there.
We're currently stranded. We don't have a place to stay tonight.
Today, we take you on a journey to the capital city, ticking off one of the 7 wonders of the world off our list,
This is truly monumental.
getting slightly emotional too.
I got a little tear in my eye.
What surprised us the most was not how vast and historically rich China is,
I can't get enough of it.
but how the locals have treated us every step of the way.
恭喜發財！
China is fascinating, alluring, and worth discovering.
Why are they shouting? What's going on?
Join us today as we continue our journey here in Beijing, China.
And welcome to Beijing, China. We have finally made it to the capital city, and it is the second largest city in China.
With 22 million people, second biggest to Shanghai, which we were in previously, where we explored the modern city of Shanghai and then took a high-speed train for 4 hours to get here in Beijing. And this has been the capital for 850 years.
And we are actually walking through the heart of Beijing, where all the thousands of history lies.
So there are over 3,000 years of history steeped into all these walls.
Now, don't get me wrong, we aren't history buffs at all, but you can't help but feel like this place is absolutely fascinating.
And Beijing is known as the gateway to China. Most people come to this part of China because of all the history and the sites that are here. So
We are going to some of the most famous sites in Beijing that they absolutely cannot be missed. We will finally discover the Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, and the Great Wall of China. And I cannot believe I am saying that we are going to visit one of the 7 wonders of the world. We were lucky enough to see our first wonder of the world, the Taj Mahal in India. But first, look at how beautiful these streets are of Beijing.
So we're walking now to the Tiananmen Square, and let's give you a first glimpse of what an average street looks like here in Beijing. So obviously very clean, as it is everywhere so far in China. Look at the little stools. Lots of these grey bricked walls on all of the building, these old houses.
Some of the most charming alleyways I've ever seen. I think there are over 2,000 of these charming alleyways scattered all over Beijing city.
It has a much older look compared to Shanghai, but we still have loads of bicycles everywhere. Look at all the grey bricks. It has that old Chinese style architecture, and the streets are very busy. We're now in the center of Beijing. This is where all of the tourist attractions are. So lots of people are coming out. Most people take the bicycles, and the transport in Beijing is phenomenal. What you kind of envision China to look like, I think Beijing is, where Shanghai is just way too modern. It's like a modern metropolis. You've got the old style charm of the traditional Chinese architecture, but you still have all the modern amenities that China offers.
So right now we are walking around where all the history lies, just a few minutes away from Tiananmen Square, which is our first stop of the day.
Oh, that looks so good. This is quite a good indication of what Beijing is like. Look how old the buildings are, but then all of the taxis are electric. So you've got the complete modern side of China, but they've still kept their traditional architecture.
I see a lot of the stores have Peking in front of it, like Peking Chamber or Peking Sweets or whatever. And Beijing's old name used to be Peking, hence the very famous dish Peking duck. So we're going to have to try that here in Beijing.
As Chef said, there's some Peking duck
Oh wow!
hanging right now.
That's awesome.
Look at that.
I know that here in Beijing, it's also home to the Beijing pie and the Beijing duck. So I think these are the Beijing pies that we're also going to have to try. Ooh, so many good things to try. Okay, so we're both currently standing in the line to the Tiananmen Square, and I cannot believe how many people are here. From where we stood at the entrance to the actual entrance of the Tiananmen Square is 500 meters. So we are 500 meters away from entering the Tiananmen Square. The line is that long. Obviously, this is one of the most visited spots in the entire world, so we should have actually come earlier.
So this is the line, and the entrance you cannot even see. It's about 500 meters all the way down there. Here is the metro station. Look how many thousands of people have come, and this is obviously the wall surrounding it. So we need to get all the way down there.
Okay, so we made it through our first round of security, and you have to bring your passport. You have to book an appointment a day or two in advance. So make sure you do that. Don't just show up here, because there is a long line of people getting turned away for not having an appointment. Hello? Where am I? Don't you wish it was that easy to transport yourself to a fabulous beach destination? Well, it is with Level 8. That's why we'd want to thank Level 8 for sponsoring this video. If you've been with us from the start, you know that we've been traveling out of a bag for the past 4 years. We don't own anything that could fit beyond these cases. But having upgraded our suitcases to the Level 8 Voyager set has been a game changer, as we needed trustworthy, sturdy, and reliable travel luggage that's sleek, durable, and crafted for adventure. We opted for the perfect travel couple set, featuring a larger check-in for Dev and a sleek carry-on for Chev, in our favorite color, baby blue, of course. And the highlight is the 360-degree spinner wheels that are silent, so they practically glide on the airport floor. Plus, we love the ease of the super wide handles. They make travel so much easier. The high-quality hard shell is light, strong, and solid with an anti-scratch surface. Plus, a smooth inner lining on the inside, easy to pack smaller, valuable objects. So when you're ready to transport yourself to that magical beach destination, make sure you head over to Level 8 to get your perfect travel companion, which come in an array of beautiful colors. Use our code ShevanDev10 for an exclusive 10% off, and click the link in the description below.
As we entered Tiananmen Square for the first time, we had some pretty rigorous security checks, but having a brief walkthrough around, we then met some very interesting friends who explained more to us about where we were.
You look so good.
No. Okay, the king will send some order in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, order here or there. To all the people.
What's your name?
My name is Apao.
Nice to meet you. You're so beautiful. Gorgeous.
他们也是 YouTuber.
3, 2, together. 3, 2, 1, go. 恭喜發財!
What does it mean?
Congratulations for being rich.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a good
I like
one.
that.
I like that. That's a good one. Bye-bye.
But now we've gone from the Tiananmen Square, and the reason we stood in that line for so long is we're now in the Forbidden City.
Look. We're going through all of these little tunnels from one courtyard to the next.
For this segment, we're just going to be filming on our phone, no microphone, so our audio is not going to be as good. But that's just for security reasons. You're obviously not allowed to film for obvious reasons, understandably. But we're
Not
just
like, don't look like the media.
Yes.
You can film, you can take pictures, you can do whatever. Wow, and we have made it to the Forbidden City. Wow, this is an absolutely breathtaking place. I think the rest of the tourists and locals have the same idea as we do today, to just visit one of the most fascinating places in the entire world. This is the Forbidden City. I think over 10 million people visit the Forbidden City alone per year. And I guess all 10 million have arrived today. This place is absolutely packed with tourists, tour groups, people from all over the world. We met some lovely people from Singapore, from Malaysia, from Indonesia, from the Philippines, and of course, lovely South Africa. So this has been very, very special and a once-in-a-lifetime moment to be in one of the places that has thousands and thousands of years of history.
The Forbidden City is also known as the Imperial Palace Complex, and if you didn't know why it's called the Forbidden City, it's because most of the subjects were actually barred from entering this area, and of course only the emperor and his families were allowed here. Apparently only the emperor could go everywhere. Even some of his family were barred from entering certain sections of the palace.
So apparently there are over 9,999 rooms in the Forbidden City, and because 9 is a very divine and lucky number, so the emperor was thought to have the most power in the entire world, so of course he had to have everything with the number 9, including the amount of rooms. So that's very, very interesting. I don't know if there are actually almost 10,000 rooms, so you might need to fact check me on that.
It's crazy to think that this 178-acre compound is pretty much the center of Chinese power for over 500 centuries.
So, something that I really love in general, but also what I love about the Forbidden City, is that it strictly comprises itself on Feng Shui. So that means that the palace is facing south towards the direction of the sun. And if you look behind me, it is very symbolic of the elements. So you will see that the walls are red and the roofs are yellow. So the yellow comprises of the element of the earth, which is a super powerful element to the emperor, and the walls of red symbolize fire, and fire is one of the elements. So it's really, really cool to see how they comprise the elements on earth to symbolize that the emperor is the most powerful being on earth.
The more you learn, you realize that it's not just a complex.
Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And it's amazing to think that maybe 3,000 years ago, how different life was if the emperor lived here and all the important family members of the emperor lived here. Can you imagine what life was like back then?
We've now entered another square of the Forbidden City, and it just shows how big it is. It's actually the largest collection of well-preserved structures on the planet, and it's about 720,000 square meters. Look how huge this complex is. This is only one of them, and in terms of architecture and how well-preserved it is, it's absolutely pristine. To think how many hundreds of years old this is. You can see all of the bricks and the cobbles are still in very good condition for being thousands of years old. We've just walked through another gate, and there's just section after section, and right behind this wall you can then see some of the skyscrapers, and that's obviously the modern Beijing. So you can see how this is still preserved right in the center, and now you're surrounded by all the new modern buildings. There are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people right here, and I can totally understand why. I think obviously if you come to Beijing, this is something you have to do.
I have a fun fact for you about the yellow tiles on the roof. As you can see, there are no birds that are landing or perching onto the roof. It's because the actual roof tile is glazed, and it is so wide that the bird's claw cannot actually hook onto the roof tile. So that means they would essentially slide off, and that is how back in the day they wanted to preserve the roof tile.
So this is an example. Obviously now it's all been rubbed off from the people walking here every day, but this part is really slippery, and I guess this is wide that the bird's claw kind of can't fit on.
This is the bird claw. Oh, it's impossible.
Great demonstration. Great demonstration. We've now made our way out the Forbidden City, which was incredible, but it took us almost 2 hours to get through all of it. It's way bigger than you expected, but now we're going through some of the alleyways. You can see all of these brick walls and just how old the city is. So not only in the Forbidden City do you get to see that old Chinese architecture, but just walking daily on the streets.
It's crazy to look at the grey bricks that are absolutely perfect, even though they're supposedly supposed to be older. And can I just mention the sound? It is absolutely quiet, just compared to the Forbidden City where we were. There's no cars, no engines, no bustling
Ni hao.
people.
Ni hao.
And it's just a quiet and quaint little neighborhood. Here's a little three-wheeler. How cool is that?
a little delivery truck. It says China Post on it. EMS.
So it's a postal service.
Oh my word, it's a postal service.
And these are what most of the bicycles are like in Beijing. So they do have the modern scooters that are electric, and obviously lots of electric cars, but lots of people use their old bicycles. Ni hao. I also want to point this car out. Look at the color, look at the design.
These tires are. They're like this big. There's a lot of cars I've never seen before, but they all look insane. Like the rest of the world is missing out on these cars.
Throughout our time in China, we've seen so many Chinese brands of cars, and they've absolutely blown us away, from luxury cars to sedans, SUVs. They're all electric and they're amazing.
So all throughout China, you will actually see lots and lots of signs for public toilets. Now that is something that every country should get behind. You will see loads of public toilets around these streets, from signs over here, signs across the street, and I'm sure the bathroom is just a few meters away. I love that about China.
And they're very clean.
And they're very, very clean. Nothing that we've seen has been dirty, broken, disgusting. Nothing. It's all been pristine.
完整开放最早的长城景区，位于北京全国重点文物保护单位，1982年被国。
Good morning from Beijing. We are about to do something very, very, very special today, which is see one of the 7 wonders of the world, which is the Great Wall of China. We've taken about an hour on the metro, an hour on the bus, and we have finally made it here. We've just bought our tickets from the ticket counter, and I don't know if you can see behind me, but we can see glimpses of the Great Wall. Eee, this is so exciting.
What we're going to do is take a sliding car or cable car all the way up to the top. I can hardly speak because my lips are so frozen, which is going to be quite interesting to be on top of the wall at this temperature. And apparently at this part of the wall, there's 65,000 people that come every single day. So let's get on the cable car and we'll tell you more when we get to the top. Okay, so this is what it looks like. There is the wall above us, and we're going to be walking past all of these street vendors here selling souvenirs, snacks, some food.
Today is a very, very, very special day because we're about to see one of the great wonders of the entire world, and I can already see it. This is so insane. We're walking by, we can see all sorts of souvenirs. They're selling food. I'm sure they're selling hot street food as well.
There's just so much food here, and you can see all the buses that have arrived to come and see this.
They're all selling ice cream. It's freezing. What is that guy making? Is he making some candy? He's making something. Is it me, or does it seem like it's kind of quiet? I feel like there's nobody here. Maybe we have come early.
Maybe we're going the wrong way.
Oh dear. It is a whole 1 degree. It is freezing here. Wow.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Wow, so good.
What is that? Before I got distracted by the cool dough, it is a whole 1 degree Celsius, and it is, I think, a 10-degree difference from the center of Beijing. We can barely feel our fingers or our faces.
So obviously the Great Wall is extremely long, but we're going to a section of it called Badaling, which is apparently one of the most famous, most popular parts of the wall, and it's also one of the most well-preserved and well-kept parts.
And even though we're going to the toboggan, we've had to climb this entire hill. Can you see the Great Wall in the back? Whoa! Toboggan! Ni hao. 谢谢. Are
More
you sure
stairs.
we're not climbing this thing?
You're on the wrong side, girl.
Oh no!
This way.
Oh no, on the wrong side.
We haven't even reached the wall. We're nowhere near it. And all we've done is climb. Whew, but it's keeping us warm. And the section that we're going to is only 3 kilometers long. I think it being so cold kind of creates a special atmosphere. Wow, look at the toboggan.
Oh my word!
Wow. Wait, so we're going to go up.
We're supposed to take the cable car. Oh, I guess this is it. Here we go. We're going on a toboggan uphill. Oh, here I go. This one? Okay. Ah, like this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
We're completely strapped in.
Here I go upwards on a toboggan. This is insane.
So to start off, we're going through this tunnel and we're literally going through the mountain.
Okay, this is making me slightly nervous because we're going higher and higher and higher up.
I feel like I'm on a roller coaster.
It's actually really, really high. Higher than I thought.
Like I'm a little bit nervous because we're just going up and up and up, really steep.
This is so special and slightly scary.
And then we're allowed to walk completely freely on top of the wall.
There's Devin. I'm about to get off. That was awesome. Oh, get off. Okay. 谢谢. Wow. That was, I go up here. 谢谢.
Wow, that was,
How cool was that?
it was both incredible and it felt like I was on a roller coaster, like we might just drop at any moment.
Can I just say what's the most surprising? There's nobody else on here. They're all empty. Don't you think that's kind of crazy? Like over 65 million people visit the Great Wall. We've come in low season.
This is the #1 tourist attraction in the whole country and there's nobody here. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. This is entrance to the Great Wall.
So you can already see it snaking all the way up and down this part of the mountain and it actually goes all the way further on into that valley.
I am freaking out.
I'm not sure why, but I'm feeling a bit emotional. We haven't even gone through the gate. But we're at the Great Wall of China. This is the most incredible place, the most notorious structure on the planet. This is all we've seen. And I'm already feeling lost for words.
I've got a little tear in my eye. You too.
Yeah, it just hit me. We haven't even gone through.
We need to still go in. We got our ticket. Look how cool this ticket is. We have got to keep this forever. Shishi.
And now we hike. Just like that, we're officially on the Great Wall immediately. We've come to this sort of viewing deck. So we've got the wall leading all the way on this side. Here's one of the fortresses and then the wall leading on this side. And then here is a vending machine.
Even on the Great Wall of China, they have a vending machine and recycling.
I love that.
I love it.
So steep already.
So steep already. We're in like some sort of guard tower.
It's a barrack.
It's a what?
A barrack.
We're in some sort of barrack.
Some sort of barrack. So cute.
Oh my word. Look at this.
I don't even need to say anything.
I don't have words. Out of all the places in the world I thought I'd visit, I never ever thought it would be this one.
The best part about videoing the Great Wall of China is I don't need to tell you anything. This incredible structure speaks for itself. Everybody on the planet knows about it. I pretty much don't need to say anything except show you what it's like to walk along this wall.
We are actually walking along the Great Wall of China. That's over 21 kilometers.
21,000.
21,000 kilometers. Did I just say 21? I can't tell you how special this is. The 4 years that we've been traveling, I never ever thought we'd step foot here for a long, long time. Maybe in year 10, not like this. And it is just
A pinch me moment.
it is a pinch me moment.
The Great Wall you know so much about, but when you get here and you see the size of it, you really appreciate the enormity of what this structure really is. Okay,
Does it
good.
look cool?
I think so. We're about to find out.
Hold on.
Come more.
Quick.
Some more.
Some more? Wow.
Quite special.
Quite special. Thank goodness for cameras, because I don't actually know how we would capture this any more, any less. But we are here. We are on the Great Wall of China. It's happening. We are walking along the steps and the route. I don't even know what to say. I keep fumbling my words.
So if you didn't know, this is what most of the Great Wall is made out of, these big bricks and earth. If I'm holding the camera straight, this is the angle that the side of the wall is made. How they built this, I have absolutely no idea. Over 2,000 years ago.
Cheers.
Of course, making friends.
Already making friends?
And now this is what you do. You just walk along the wall. I must say that this part is preserved very well, because we've read and seen pictures of some parts that are almost completely broken. Of course, this was over 2,000 years old. Ni hao.
And this is actually quite steep up here.
And today we're so lucky, even though it's freezing cold, no clouds, because apparently it can get very foggy up here.
This lady's going backwards. That's actually quite a good maneuver. Thank goodness they've got rails, because this is quite steep. Gotta watch a step. Ooh, I need a boost.
Obviously this is quite strange, because this was built as protection from like the Eurasian steppe, the Mongols, etc. But for us it's just like an amazing moment and a really special thing.
This is truly monumental.
Oh, we got someone to
We
film.
got someone to film for us.
Thank you.
Oh, she's such a good camera lady.
So good, thank you.
Wow, look at this. We made it.
Thank you, bye.
Oh, she's so sweet.
To put into perspective how long this wall is, because it's difficult to put into your head 21,000 kilometers. If you had to walk 20 kilometers a day, it would take you 1,000 days. So it would take over 3 years to walk the entire length of the wall if you did 20 kilometers a day. That is absolutely madness.
I'm still in awe. We've only walked for like 5 minutes. I can't get enough of it.
So we're going through one of the watchtowers and barracks now. Inside of here, it's absolutely freezing and it echoes as well. And I'm sure during the winter months, it must have been incredible to be in here. And obviously they use this to look out. Oh my word, this shows you how cold it is. At the bottom of this watchtower, this is all ice. This is ice.
That's ice.
From the Great Wall of China.
No ways.
Should I eat it?
No.
Should I eat it?
Yeah, go on.
Ice from the Great Wall of
You
China.
just ate ice from the Great Wall of China.
This is very special ice.
Oh my gosh.
Probably not a good thing.
Look how steep these steps are, going all the way up here.
You actually have to take really big steps to get up here.
Wow. Look how it curves up there. I'm sorry, but you can see a bazillion pictures of the Great Wall of China. There is nothing compared to being here, walking here in person, in real life. You will be lost for words. Okay, so I guess we're about to come up to a really, really steep section. Why are they shouting? What's going on? Everybody's super excited.
That it's the Great Wall of China. I don't know why.
Everyone is just as excited. Oh, I'm not sure about excited, but everyone is certainly elated.
Enthusiastic
Very-
about this experience. Yes, I know. Me as
I
well.
agree. I completely agree. So, if there's a... Oh, goodness gracious. Hi! Hi! Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. You're so beautiful. Bye-bye. Ni hao. Hello, ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao. Everybody's so sweet. I love everybody. They're so sweet. everybody is so lovely wherever we go here in China. They're always willing to let you know that you're welcome here. Most welcome. Jackie, look, here's a cable car. How cool is that?
That's what we were meant to take, I think.
Yeah, I think we might have made a mistake.
But we took the toboggan and it was awesome.
That was very cool. But here's the cable car. That looks fun as well.
So here's a section which shows how old this is. It obviously was built all the way up there, but that's fallen down and crumbled. And now you cannot access because this is disconnected.
Oh, wait. Bye bye. And look at all the stairway up there. Okay, now this is where the steep part happens. Everyone's actually holding on to these little rails, and I don't blame them, because can you imagine being here in the dead of winter and it's snowing? Can you imagine how slippery this might be? Even I'm struggling a little. Everyone's like bent over trying to just maintain not falling, because I think that could be pretty nasty if you do actually fall here. Even Devon's holding on.
Trying to keep up with these grannies.
Yeah, look at the grannies. They're going faster than you are. Now this girl's got a good maneuver. I'm making it.
We're not only on it, it's defeating us. Ooh. Okay. Everyone's still in good spirits though, and they're smiling. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Whoa, look how steep it is.
Oh, that's very steep.
That's madness.
Holy cow. I definitely see now that the crowds are starting to pull in.
Just gone after 11. Thousands of people now. Crazy.
People are doing well to go all the way up. Everyone is lining up over there to take some pictures with the wall. They're all touching the wall. And then you can also go all the way down there, and you can keep going all the way down along as it snakes over the mountains as far as the eye can see.
So steep. Crazy. It's difficult to show on camera how steep this is, but hopefully this angle, which is the angle that I'm looking down, shows you how steep it is coming up.
Oh my gosh, watch your step.
It really is that steep.
Some of the world's most famous leaders have visited this part of the wall in particular, which is Badaling, such as Queen Elizabeth, George Bush, and of course, because we're South African, we are very privileged to know that our very own Nelson Mandela has visited this part of the Great Wall of China. That's really special to us. South African,
Madiba
and Shevandev have visited the Great Wall of China. Nanfei.
People actually have to go backwards down here because it's so steep.
They've got quite the technique though. Like, that's quite clever. So as I'm standing on one part of the Great Wall, lots of people think that the Great Wall is just one long big wall, but that's not actually true. It's actually a fortification of many walls because they've been constructed in the Ming Dynasty, in the Qing Dynasty, so it took over 2,000 years to construct in total. And you know what's so interesting is this is 1 hour away from Beijing city, and we are just completely surrounded by mountains.
Do you want to take a photo?
A picture? Ah, yeah! This way. Let's take a picture together. So cute. Our turn. Perfect. Oh, oh, 谢谢. So sweet. Thank you. Look at these. They're so cute.
By far the best part of my day.
Best part of my
So
day.
many. This pocket is full.
Oh my gosh.
Look at all of this.
They're so sweet for giving us these little white rabbit sweets.
So sweet.
Oh, they're
They were the
so
best.
lovely. Absolutely.
Great Wall Kitty.
Do you think this is like an emperor's descendant or something? From the royal family?
Could be. Or he's one of the guards.
Are you a guard? Guarding the Great Wall?
Hello. Oh, he's doing his paces.
Are you guarding the Great Wall?
Okay, now this seems rather intimidating. Are you ready for this?
You can climb that.
When you picture walking the Great Wall, you don't imagine climbing it. Look how steep these are. Holy moly. Oh, this is quite hectic on the knees. Whew, I made it. Can you believe that people actually run a marathon on the Great Wall of China every single year? Imagine running up those steps.
And now we're on the toboggan on our way back down. Woo!
This will go down as one of my favorite days in the entire scope of our traveling career. And I really hope you enjoyed this video because we've just had the best time, and I hope we've been able to capture it to the best of our ability because this place is unbelievable and everybody in the entire world should see it. So please give this video a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video in China.